living as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good. It is about 10:41 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Saturday night, yeah. All right, so maybe like 20 or 30 minutes ago, I was shuffling some cards and they just gave me a download. And I don't know if somebody's like trying to mess with me or like someone really is messing with me. So I just have to figure out where this is coming from. And I'm hesitant to jump the gun on it. So I'm just settling down here. This is Unlock Gifts for To the Inner Wild, Season 1, Episode 18, which is the Moon card, Better Than Before. So let's start with that prefix. On the left side, I have Knave of Wands or Page of Wands. That's a presentation, like incognito presentation of the truth, okay? In studious form, this is like, hey, this is what I have presenting there, okay? And then on the right side is Three of Pentacles in reversal. These are the energy cards, and so it looks like it's a missed opportunity or perhaps an upcoming one. We'll go ahead and find out a little bit more. These are the two cards that came out like on the prefix. It just, as I was setting things up, this came through and it just shuffled down to the bottom. So it is Queen of Swords and Two of Pentacles in reversal. This is noticing an imbalance from, you know, the aspect of truth be told, that kind of energy. You know what? I'm missing a few pieces right now. Give me a second. Okay, I think I'm complete now here. Look how cute this is on, like, it's so cute. It's cute. Ugh. Okay. You can't really see it, but it's one of my cute simple dresses. Something that I can rely on. That didn't cost too much at all. So where the frick was I? Oh yeah. So this is noticing imbalances, right? And so not only am I noticing something's up, my colleagues, my team was also noticing something. It's like almost shameful. Like, oh, God, I'd hate to present this to you, Tina, but here it is. And so, is this internal? External, yeah. Is it something that was directly for me? Or was it something that someone else had missed? Somebody missed the mark. Somebody done fucked up. And you know how I know? You know how I know? I shuffled the cards. This is what it gave me. 7 of Cups right here. And the Lover's card in reversal. Straight up, like, first-hand account. Without putting, like, logic to it. It was just the impression of it. It looks like somebody got tempted. Somebody got bitten by the snake. And so, like, they have breached contract. They did. And then what came next? Was this fell on the floor. Okay, it slid. But which one was it? The 7 of Swords opened up. Oh, thanks for the subscription. The 7 of Swords cut into the deck and opened up to the World card. It's like, because of the bullshit, it's done. It's over. That's it. So then rather than making this like a whole like dramatization of a breakup, because it's like, you know, you did me wrong. You actually did yourself more harm than you did me, for sure. And then so it was actually great seeing this on the bottom. I think it was extroverted. Like, judgment will come for sure. It was either upright or extroverted. But either way, it was like, you know, straight up, like straight to the point, if not like heavily weighted on blast. And so I was like, why is that? Why did they do that? I got from another deck, and it gave me 6 of Wands extroverted. Oh, wait, no, this is the same deck. Okay. That's why I was like, okay. It gave me 6 of Wands extroverted. And I was like, oh, is that like a conquest type of energy? You know, I don't like to name people like certain celebrities, but certain things are quite obvious. Like, this is my impression. Like, what the fuck do I know? But this is my impression of Jay-Z and Beyonce. Like, Jay-Z used to be like all like big. And I'm sure he still is. But like, to get someone who is just more than a broad, Beyonce, is almost like, and then she is really big. There's a natural means of competition, like people who are important, and naturally are positioned to feel important and get that, are accustomed to that on regular, so they fuck up. You know, is it like that? And yeah. And so, and I was like, no, I don't think it really was that, because this is not that kind of person. This is more so the energy of like, look, this is like the dad and calling out to Simba, basically. So this is something that ran in their history, and this is something that, like, you know, when people size you up, they look for your weak spots. And so this is kind of like an underhanded compliment, I would say, because they basically used you in order to, you know, fluster me. And so, you know, I'm okay, but I'm just gonna validate it. So let me just make sure. All right, so checking the energy. Is this my relative, and is this pertaining to my partner in peace and quiet? My new and improved partner in peace and quiet. Yes. Yes. Let me get some cards on it. I will not allow any distractions, any disruptions, any anything but the absolute truth. So I'm requesting this straight from Archangel Michael. What is the deal with this? Like, what is going on with this? Is it pertaining to to my new and improved partner in peace and quiet? My second edition. Yes? No. Somebody doesn't want to take accountability. This is the Knight of Swords, and there's the title card in reversal. Okay, so this is on a quest, okay? Archangel Michael's on it. You see, like, the eagle. I don't even know. Is that the sound of an eagle? No, it's more like a whistle in the echo of the winds. Yeah, or is that a hawk? I don't remember, dude. I haven't been out lately. Basically, exorcism and flight. It's not broad daylight here. It's not, so, you know, I have to adjust. So, 9 of Wands in reverse. Someone who has fallen. So it's a no-show. Someone who's fallen. Okay, 9 of Pentacles in reversal. Master number 99, Master Performer. Codependency issues here. 8 of Swords. Caught. Someone who's Ace of Pentacles in reversal. Yeah. All right, time for my third edition. Better than before. That's what it looks like here. It looks like they did fuck up, and they already knew the terms, so I'm done with it. Effective immediately. I already did this offline. Effective immediately. Due for a replacement. This will not, I will not have it. I will not have it. No, thank you. I don't care if they're an emperor. No, thanks. No. A real emperor doesn't do that shit. So, I'm going to pull those cards back. Pull the blessings back. So what is this? 5 of Swords. I'm facing the, so I came out still, you know, winning. I came out still winning. I can still approach my destiny. It's all good, okay? Not gonna trip, okay? So that's the energy there, okay? The new energy after being told the news. Okay, so now it's 11:02. So now I can get to the header cards, for sure, for sure. This. I'm still using this deck. I'm going to... you know, you don't have to be here if you don't want to, if you're, you know, if that's a complaint. You know, so many tarot lives, you know. I'm really good at what I do, and it's more than just show. So if it irritates you, you don't have to be here, okay? But I'm one of the best ones. And if you don't agree, then that's fine. You can step out. It's not a big deal. But I'm not going to argue with anybody like that on my forum. Come on. Bring it back down. There we go. There you go. Okay. Okay, so I'm not stressed about that. I was just like, okay. I don't understand it, but is it something that I really need to sit on? I don't think so. Okay, what earrings? This one? You know what? So I got the cards after looking. I don't know how this was on my feed, but it was on my feed, and so I checked like a couple of, you know, videos in that arena, and it was about like Figueroa Street and whatnot. And then, so, you know how there's feeds underneath a particular video that you're watching? The you know what's so crazy trippy? Hold on. Yeah, I can say it. Because I'd say it's a matter of opinion, but I really like these earrings. These are like my favorite, I don't even know what you call them, 80s new wave earrings. Where did I drop that? It's right here. I love them. My modern 80s studs. I love them. Love them. You'll see why. Oh my God. Close your eyes for a second. I'm a little indecent. It's so good. Don't look. Don't look. You're not allowed to look at one side, okay? You're not allowed. They never disappoint me. They're so simple, but oh my God. Oh my God. Do you understand? Do you fully understand? Hold on. I don't think this is like doing justice because my hair is not wet. But oh fuck. Do you see? Oh my God. Yes, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's taken over. I forgot about him, but yeah, they are stunning. Oh my God. Okay, so I forgot. I have earring amnesia. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. That I was going to tell you. A little bit of gossip, a little juiciness. This is specifically for my well-versed psychics. If you really, really, really want to know what's going on, let me give you the lowdown, okay? Without dropping a single drop of tea. Let me tell you something. So on my feed, the what came through was this whatchamacallit. What was it titled? Okay, you're gonna look this up. It is called something like a night a night in transsex district in Bangkok. Look it up. Look at the cover page. The person that's on there looks like eerily like the friend from 20 years. Like, it is crazy. It is crazy. Once you see it, you cannot unsee it. So, for anybody that could possibly know her, they would, like, you can't unsee it. I can't unsee it. It is the craziest shit. And so, so, you know how people are like clairvoyant, clair whatever. If you look at a person and you get the impressions of them, you can see, like, how do I say it? You can channel. Well, I know that I can do this. And I didn't realize it until, like, I, figured I could give you a little bit of tea. But I know that there are people that can channel, like, if they get the impressions of a person, it's almost like remote viewing, right? And you get the general impressions, and like, certain realms of my psyche already. From what I've conveyed. And so if you paired the two together, it would be like, you're right there. Isn't that crazy? That's fucking crazy. You would know. You would know what kind of bullshit she has done. Like, things that I don't even know. Things that I don't really fucking care to know. But for sure, you would be like, oh my God. What? That's crazy. So you would be able to find out so many things, like, so many things. So I just thought I'd give you a little juiciness. For sure. This one's actually more of an Egyptian charm. A necklace, but oh God, I was tripped out when I saw that. There's nobody that I've seen that closely resembles, not even her sister, not even her cousins. So that particular transsex, image on that cover of that video looks strikingly like that's a doppelganger right there. That's crazy. So crazy. So anyway, okay. So now, it's time to get the actual header cards. On to better. Thank you. Okay. Boop. 3, 2, 1, cheese. It almost fell. Okay. It cut the deck. I'm going to see what it cut to. What is it? 4 of Wands inversed. Uprooting. Paradigm shift or uprooting? It's an uprooting. Internal, external. Internal, external. Oh, somebody's getting ostracized from an organization, from an association. Other than the person that I have to drop, my second version, my new and improved. I don't even want to call it anymore. Like that. Let's just, yeah. Because I don't want to mistakenly, like, move forward and reference somebody that you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to get it all mixed up. So that's the second version. Do away with them. Such high hopes for sure. So, okay. What did I do? It was like that? Yeah, I think it was like that, right? Like that? I think it was like that. Ugh. That's gotta go. That's gotta go. Two of Cups, and then on the recipient side, okay, and on the doing side, the High Priestess in reverse. Internal, external, internal, external. Well intended, ill intended. There's just as many well-intended as well as ill-intended practitioners like psychics out there. Yeah, that is true. That is true. For this realm, yes. But on the recipient ends, like on my inner circle, there's good partnerships, okay? No, I don't I don't itemize my relationships through compartmentalization. That's what they're saying. Yeah. I don't it's not like a bill of materials where it's like, okay, that person goes here. It's not as methodical like that. To each their own, for sure. Okay. Like, I had no idea that I would be working with Eris, or Eris would be open to working with me upon an intro, or even the Morrigan, or even Hecate. But here we are. And so, looking at this, I have all kinds of partnerships. For this particular one, is showing me there's well-intended, objective, as well as ill-intended, just like blatantly there, on the doing side. So there's a lot of activity on the outskirts, for sure. A lot of psychic activity on the outskirts. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so you know how people are really big on not just first impressions, but also what their reputation is like, more so like what they represent, how they come off. And with someone that is ill-intended, they have even more of like a flamboyance to them, a more of like, I'm trying really hard to cover something up. Yuck. Grossy gross. I'm not as committed to the chats because of, all this, bullshit, as you can see. But yeah, okay, so when people have such a big facade, they seek to hide and mask whatever's going on internally. So when I gave you that impression of like the transsex district in Bangkok, and gave the impression of like the very similar impressions and essence of a person that isn't in its most favorable light, you will be able to channel a whole lot more based on more of the true nature of those impressions. So that's all I gotta say. So even like dark priestesses or whatever, where because like that facade is usually presented to everyone. It's a blanket statement, basically. So when you practice in dark arts, from one dark artist to, or dark from one dark practitioner to another, there's just a bunch of lying involved, right? So they will get to understand the truer impressions of how deep the bullshit goes, to know exactly what they're working with. So anyway, that's not the focus really 100% over here. I just thought it was important to talk about the observations of what surrounds me. I already had my orientation yesterday on the scope of things, and And now looking at the header cards, it's moving on to better. So obviously, someone has exploited the weak spot of my partner in Peace and Quiet, my second version, yeah. And he knows that that's like, it's not salvageable, okay? Just like the previous, if he comes through on the things that he said he was going to come through with, then great. But he can, if he cares enough, he can go back to that reading and understand the terms of where he stands. But again, even though it was something that was kind of like his, it's just, again, disrespect. That's all. So, all right. What does my expanded divine panel of the Infinite Eight say about that energy? Do you want to say anything? Yes? No. No. I think we just move on. Yeah. Confirmation, yeah. We move on. So, okay. Clearing out the trash. Okay. So, new point of focus, 8 of Cups. Yeah, leave it behind. Leave that behind. Leave that behind. That's the new motto here. Okay. So, instead of it just being on to the next, what is this one called? Better. I already forgot. Better. Basically, better than before. There we go. Temperance in reverse and 7 of Wands. So there's a huge influx here, and I feel like it's new opportunities. So we said goodbye to the old batch of, bullshit. At least it was done in multiples, so the divine can, do their casting call type of energy in some, It's not a constant roundup, like, hey, I need this, hey, I need that. Okay, now I'm just going in with multiples. Okay, so they're providing a rush batch. And 7 of Wands here. It's strange how something could, be that youth spirited, like have that joy and that spark, and blatantly just throw it away, like a rebel without a cause, almost. Yeah, or even a rebel without a clue. So there must be like some larger intimidating forces that were driven to kind of, do like pull an underhanded approach. I'm I don't know how I feel about it. I'm like truthfully, I kind of feel okay with it. I feel like I didn't want anybody to waste my time anyway. So at least this is like, truth be told, like right here and now. So it's not as intimidating for me. So I actually have the advantage point. Yeah. I know, I understand the scope. And just because of the size and the volume of impressions, I don't know if that really bothers me. It's just kind of, it is what it is. People will try to come at every angle and say, like, you don't really have people that you can really lean on, even those that are assigned to you. But I don't know. I just whether I would be living a normal life of regular schmegular stuff, or this kind of stuff. That's like an everyday occurrence that, I'm just, I guess, a little disappointed. I don't even know if disappointed would be the response to that. I'm just like, oh well. I don't know. I mean, it's not just a cliche. It's real. That's how I feel. Like, they lost out. I haven't been that tied to money before, or a sense of power. So, you know, what? And so anyway, keep it up, keep it going. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right, so moving forward, better than before. Okay, let's focus. Better than before. Okay, the header cards were, what was it again? I forgot. 2 of Cups and the High Priestess. So that's master number 22. It's a master builder. Again, I'm picking up from earlier today, Project Architect. It's about building each other up, but knowing who qualifies to really sit at the table. Now that everybody's looking at each other, now that everybody knows who's invited and who's not, and it doesn't matter if they know the reason why, they just know what is and what isn't. So, 3 of Pentacles in reverse. For the second time it appears. Is this internal? External. Upcoming opportunities or missed? This time it means upcoming opportunities. Okay, so we're looking forward to that. Now that we've cleaned slate, cleaned up shop. What else did I want to say? Better than before. Oh, look, it's Judgment. It's so beautiful. It's striking. It rained a bit today. Did I tell you that? I think I told you that. I don't even think just a bit, because I saw like condensation on my windowsill, like crackling paint, etc. So yeah, a force to be reckoned with, a storm. Which is unlike what I saw on the weather forecasting. I looked at my city, it said nothing about rain, but in other cities, so there were a lot of clouds. And I think I saw it like 4:44 p.m. is when sundown was official. And then what was I going to say? In other cities, I don't know why the air quality was so poor. I don't understand why. But having clouds, like the condensation, is like a natural cleansing, I feel like, if there's poor air quality. So I was lucky to have that in my city. Thanks. All right, so right behind Justice is Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, look, it's Justice is here, or not just Justice, Judgment. Judgment bringing in justice. So there's a striking force of karma coming through. Like, it is it's like reckless abandon almost. Oh, look, the Hierophant was in here. To the 3 of Wands. Look, there's more coming. Look, it was like that. It cut to here. I didn't know I picked it up from the thing. That's crazy. Look, there's more coming. So says the Hierophant. This is justice based. This is legal form. There's more coming. That's so crazy. I did feel a little bit of like sleeping spells earlier today. I didn't understand why. I didn't know who that was coming from, but I just thought I'd listen to my body. But this is crazy. This is almost blasphemous. I don't understand. This is so this is like the main reason why I'm not into younger guys. Or even guys that are like about my age. I'm not really into them. They're just too immature. Even by like especially by today's standards, you know? I think everybody's like revolving back to the womb. And that's not, I'm just saying this is where I am. I'm not talking trash on anybody, but that is just not my preference, and here's why. A bit of here's why. Yeah, I'm just not really, it's like, I try to be open-minded. Even like when it's on a partnership level, I tried. You can see for something that's that are very important roles. If you're my partner in peace and quiet and you're supposed to be new and improved or have this like really important commitment, you should bottom line not fuck it up. Especially not within the first week. Like that's a crazy like that's a crazy disrespect to even the probationary period. The probationary period is, it's gosh, standard 3 months, and like somebody just fucks it up like in approximately a week or less. That's crazy. That's crazy. I deserve better. But this also means that this energy cannot come with me into this, you know, new timeline, this new thing that I get moved into. It said escorted into. All right, so what is this? King of Cups and Six of Swords. Okay. So I don't think that this has compromised really my health or my wellness. Even in my mental scapes, like I just feel very withdrawn about it. Like very, I understand now with the readings that we've done, with what I've experienced thus far, that says more about the individual than me. So how I'm processing it in my new state is that naturally I feel that way. Naturally, that's how I interpret those misdoings, those misgivings, their external mishaps. They don't really there's a bit of learning experience in there, but for the most part that was their fault. And so where this puts me almost is like what it feels like is a loss of assets, because that kind of energy had committed to like this shared energy of opportunities and wealth. And that wasn't a singular position, but something that they had shown that they had already attained. And so like they can't get me again, so that's their bad. So anyway, this is kind of doing without. This is again, I said, a loss of assets, the impression of loss of assets, and having to minus out that energy. But again, we're looking at better than before here. So the contrast at like point blank is a minor loss in assets with that energy out. But if you could only imagine how many more assets would be compromised if I had kept that on board, You know what I mean? So, all right. Do, 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 do. Okay. Again, the people who come in here bullshitting, I know that they are younger as well. And the impression is that they're choosing to do this on their Saturday night to go around and troll. They must be some serious losers, like serious about their losing game. So, you know, meh. All right. All right. Anything else? I sensed that there were some ill practitioners doing some kind of spell casting, hexing on my energy. Yeah, so I had to rebuke it, and I was correct about that. I'm not going to waste my breath, okay? So there's that as well for other people here. Okay, better than before. Okay. So, do I need to say it again? No, I don't need to say it again. It's obvious. Okay. So, I'm just going to leave it there. Okay. Let me put this on. Let me put this on, because I think people are trying to fuck with my energies. People are ridiculous. I'm doing this to protect my crown chakra as well. Okay. Let me send back all ill-intended energies, thought forms, patterns, spellcasting, and or entities to those that project it here. My way. In Jesus Christ's name. And send it back and bind them. And they're out. Enlighten love. So mo to be. Alright, okay. Oh, look, it's the Devil card, the Hangman card in reverse, and the Lover's card here. I actually have a lot of support here, like an overwhelming amount of support here. I know it may not appear like that here. But oh, thanks for the subscriptions. Well, I guess it appears. That's crazy. I didn't even see your comments when I was saying these things, like, for real. But yeah, there's an overwhelming amount of support and attraction here. You see, this is the awareness card because it's the Hangman, the enlightenment card, in reversal. So no longer hung up, okay? This is the high attraction, almost obsessed level card. It can attract all kinds of critters, basically. Creatures and critters. But highly attractive, magnetized energy. With the awareness card here, it's totally lit. And right here, this is the Lover's card. Okay, it's a Sagittarius energy. Are we in Sagittarius season? I don't remember. I don't remember. Anyway, it's I'm good as is. This is not just self-awareness, but self-actualization. This is a prime unit of where you should start before you, like, link up with anybody. And so so that's, like, these are not just great partnerships, but, like, keepers. So this is wonderful to see, you know. It puts all of these, like, trolls to shame. Whether they're doing that on my channel or, you know, in their private lives or other people's channels, it's all pretty much the same. So better than before. I have support. Five of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it's a goodbye. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. There's just some things, like, I'm not gonna let these energies again harvest from my collective at any degree. Yeah, we have standards here. We have standards. Okay. All right. They have now become absolutely ineligible to set foot in here ever again. They are forever banned. All of these energies that I've kicked out, they are forevermore banned. Okay. Oh, look, it's the Emperor card, because I said it. I said it before, and I say it again. They're cut. All right, here, 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with that. I'm totally good with that. Independence suits me well. Okay. Like I said, I have a lot more energies. I'm lucky to have a lot more energies that love and support me than I would gauge these energies. So I'm not saying that as, like, neener. I'm saying that as it's obviously matter of fact. Anybody who, yeah. So anybody who acts lesser than, you know what? That's actually an unfair assumption. Anyone who acts lesser than doesn't necessarily, like, monetarily, they may be doing very well for themselves. Yeah, it's crazy. Just checking one thing over here. It's 11:30 p.m. over here. Okay, so better than before. Okay, so we've already let go of my partner in peace and quiet. So where's my, tell me a little bit about my version 3, my expanded divine panel of the infinite eight. New start. This is a star card. This is, okay, so they're going to tell me. They're going to tell me. Oh, thank you. It's amazing how itchy wool is. Like, I feel it straight on my forehead and actually straight through my hair too. Like, it feels, ugh. Okay, anyway, 8 of wands in reverse, the world card, and the queen of cups in reverse. They don't want to tell me just yet, like out in the open over here, because look, it's like, hush, shh, we're not going to tell, I'm telling you, Tina, we're not going to tell you live like this, because not only have I closed a chapter, not only have I entered a new portal, a new timeline, but immediately right behind here, people are trying to eavesdrop. And these energies are people who have a means to be confident over, but they're not. They're not. So these are the people that create a lot of drama. They like reality shows that are an over dramatization of like toxic relationships. They love that shit. They eat that shit right up. They couldn't settle for the Inquirer. They needed to see like get into people's business basically and see the televised version of, you know, for their kicks, you know, to help them mask whatever they've got going on in their internal lives or don't. And so they're trying to eavesdrop to kind of jump in on it, that kind of energy. Yeah. Totally. You know, I know that people get sometimes a bad rap over the things that they wear. And, but for this particular one, it is highlighting that this Queen of Cups in reversal is topless. And it's, like, as many times that I've pulled the card, this is the only time that they've, you know, kind of highlighted that portion. So these are basically the energies that will show more cleavage in order to, like, get their way, basically. It's usually like their keys to get in the door or whatever. And that's that energy. So, all right. So you're not going to tell me right now. Okay. That's fine. Can you tell me if someone is already assigned to that role? Yes? No, they don't even want, nope. They don't want to give any, absolutely, it's just silence. Like, because I think that energy was actually a really good spirited energy. Like, I would have gotten a lot of, like, opportunities from that energy. And, like, we would have had a good, you know, dynamic for sure. But it got ruined by this particular instance. Like, like, it shouldn't have happened. It happened, and it happened like way too soon. But like, who's to say too soon, you know? Yeah, we're engaging better than before, on the concept of better than before, the reality of better than before. Okay, give me a second. Oops. I would gauge that, you know what, I'm not even going to look back. That's all there is to it. Because, like, thinking back on it, I feel like, the one of the signals was, instead of pulling 2 takeaways, it was 1. There was an immediate decline. Like, it was just, like, kind of, like, tapered off. It was weird. Very weird. All right, so better than before. I'm not supposed to look back. Okay, more extroverted. The Moon card, in reversal, extroverted. 10 of Cups, extroverted. 7 of Wands, extroverted. Queen of Wands, extroverted. And 7 of Cups, extroverted. So these are new intentions set for, like, nothing missing. Everything, like, absolutely happy. Fulfillment. Advantageous, like, same level relationships. Stance. Someone who's not intimidated by what I can do. And who I am. Yeah. Interesting. I mean, there's more to it than that. But that at least sets the precedence. Like, absolute fulfillment. You can't get this anywhere else. There's the acknowledgement of that. There's the awareness of it and the acknowledgement of it. Level playing field in someone being really up to par. That can see, that can go look at me eye to eye, basically. And when there's no intimidation to what I can do and who I am, then there's no, like, insecurities inside the other person that would indirectly fuck things up. So there's that. Okay. So much, like, seriously, I don't understand. But anyway, it's 57 minutes 37 seconds. All right. I think I'm gonna close this one out a little early, but better than before. Anything more? No. Okay, so now it's time for the takeaways. Okay, so starting off with this. Okay. So, bottom of the deck. Okay, no secret to our sauce is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This is for my super duper starting off. This is the golden ticket energy. This is personal funding from the divine. But it's very much personalized version, custom to what you need when you need it. Like, yeah, definitely. Like one of the lifelines. Okay. Top of the deck, no secret to the sauce. 3 of Wands. It's coming through. I don't know what that means, Jaden, but I'm just gonna go ahead and remove that. Okay. All right, so this is for my divine collective that made the final cut in my favor. Okay, so your first takeaway is the Empress in reverse, clarified by, okay, again, bottom of the deck, King of Cups in reverse, or shuffle. No, King of Cups in reverse. This is about your health and well-being, preserving that, looking out for yourself on that. And this is coming like success from personal work that you were doing. Personal achievement and personal workings. Yep. All right, so your internal, external. That's external. Well-intended, ill-intended. Ill-intended. Okay, external ill-intended energies. There's some divine, or how do I say it? There is a feminine who has absolutely abused her power, her title, etc. in your arena. That's weird. Okay. The clarifier for that. The Sun card, extroverted in reversal. So everything is absolutely seen. All of the things that she's doing is seen, caught on tape, if anything. There are records, even like by eyewitness energies, that have seen her fuck shit up on purpose. Not like, oops. Oh, you know, I didn't mean that. No. People have seen her fuck it up on purpose. Okay. So that's so better than before. When you're not when you're not the only one who is considered an eyewitness to an abuse of power in extreme form and like a repeat offender type of energy, then that's already putting you in a better position, like a better off position, because eventually you need like a record history of bullshitteries that are I guess I would say non-biased to this type of energy. So it's not like they would have like, oh, money under the table. It wouldn't be like, oh, that's my best friend from X amount of years or whatever. This is there's no like personal ties to this. So second takeaway. This is the rap sheet. Upcoming. Internal. Yeah, this is their rap sheet. This is their current rap sheet. Yeah, talk about records. Yep. Because I don't think that there's any, when there's a report, let's say like this is work, you don't know because of like the current popularity, especially if this energy has longevity with a company, you don't know if anybody else has put in complaints on this energy. And so like there's no, what is it? Record retention, enforcement and having to dispose files that record misconduct or whatever on an employee. So yeah, so it's like forever in her field. And it's like, little do you know, there's actually some things about her. Okay, so clarifying. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Came up with this. King of Pentacles in reverse. Selfish. Imbalance. There's something about selfishness here. And this is, yeah, this is the same energy. This is actually a boss energy that has very masculine tendencies that are very ill-placed, like and they try to be like one of the guys, like, you know, try to, something like that, like, yeah, like try to be as strong as the guys kind of energy, but it's the abusive type of energy, and so it's very yeah, there's some ill practicing there. This is not, this is external, so this is something that's in your environment. So better than before. I don't know how that's better than before, other than the awareness that this is like the secret reputation of this type of energy. Yeah, like I've been in industries before where um there'll be like massive layoffs in one era, and then the people that survive it know to kind of like support each other, like the inner circle group, like, okay, we're like, we'll just like make, you know, make nice, and this is like the happy face that we all present to the, you know, to the newbies, because they don't know any better, but we've got each other's backs, that kind of thing. So there's some kind of facade, internal facade happening there. Like, you cover your ass, I'll cover my, you know, like that kind of thing. That's that kind of energy. So, better than before. I would definitely say, having the truth of what's really going on is a step up to bettering your environment. Whether you stay there or you don't, that gives you kind of a reality check on how to move forward. Because if it's not your immediate like liability in imbalanced relationships, it's definitely rests upon the shoulders of the companies, the certain entity. They assume sole responsibility, and there's only so much that they can cover that up. I know that for a fact. All right. So those are your 2 takeaways. Now, do I get 2 for my pending partner in Peace and Quiet 3rd edition? Do I get any for him? Or maybe my partner in Peace and Quiet isn't a man. Maybe it's a woman. Maybe it's a non-binary. Do I get one for that energy? They said no. You know what I realized also earlier today? Is that maybe I don't need a partner in Peace and Quiet. I just kind of isolated a bit, and I asked Spirit to kind of just keep me company, just be close. And I felt an overwhelming degree of like comfort. You know, I haven't done that in a while, because I thought Spirit was just kind of like super duper objective, you know, because everybody's like, oh, your Spirit's favorite, you know, that kind of stuff. And so it was causing more drama than ever. But this is a lot more drama than Spirit would anticipate. All of the extra dramas in order to take down this and that, and like go this and there, and you do this, and we'll do it at this hour, and then we'll go ahead and stagger off to this, and then just to be like, it's so much waste of life. Like, I think Spirit is appalled by this energy. So I really think I don't really need to rush to find, or to, you know, I don't really need to hold the spot for that energy, but rather just assume that I am my own best friend in in peace and quiet. I mean, that's like the true form of it, right? So yes, that's what Spirit is saying. So in total, I can get 4 takeaways for this. That's so crazy. Okay, I'm starting with this. No. Yeah, this. Okay. My first takeaway. Queen of Pentacles. It's mama bear energy. Like, I have to protect myself. Like, I'm still a mother as well. This is not pretend energy. This is not like cliche lingo of that role. I am a mama bear. Remember that. And so this is, if anything, that's just my standard unit of measure, and then I amplify from there. So that's my first takeaway, clarified by again, the intro card in reversal. This is Lover's card. There's pending start. This is kind of like 9 lives energy. Like, I have the opportunity to restart, reboot kind of energy. This is just one of those reboots, you know. Oh yeah, was it? Dust yourself off and try again. So this is definitely a reboot. And this is something that you would normally do, like when you have like a tech problem. They always ask first, like, you reboot. Did you reboot? Before you can even say or flag that there's a problem, first reboot. That's what they're saying. Okay. My second takeaway. Two of Cups again. So I do have good partnerships in tow that really get me, that really understand me, that like the whole crystal vibe as well. They understand it. It's not just energy, it's energy, but crystals are a very powerful tool. I just saw something on my feed about timekeeping and crystals. It was one of the shorts, but maybe I can find it again. I don't know. Thank you. All right. So my clarifier to that is the Fool card in reverse. Something in limbo? What is this? No, it should be upright. No, it should be upright. Okay. So this is like, there might be some slight confusion, a little bit of a slight distraction in pairing up with the right crowd. Like, oh, I just want to stay here, I just want to be here, etc. There's a certain comfort level in that, but when you gotta go, you gotta go. And you can't let that stop you. In fact, that should inspire you to, you know, move along, basically. All right, so my third takeaway is the Hanged Man card in reversal. I know that there's some talks outside of me. It's like leaders, elders, or whatever, supposed leaders that feel like they got one on me, like they strung me up, you know, and they got me in a trap. But like, I don't know. I don't really feel like that. I just thought, it would have been great to kind of indulge in like this life that I, you know, introduced by like that kind of energy before I knew, before all that other stuff happened. But I'm like, I can't let that stop me, you know. I just, that would be pretty pathetic that if I had to stop, you know, at this point. Clarified by yeah, like I don't feel like it, like the spirit in me died, or you know, I feel like lesser than. I don't know, I just, it doesn't click for me here. I don't have any energy invested in any of that. Not because like I'm tired of people doing this, it's more like I just that truly does reflect more on them and those that had to arrange for that, you know. So when people ask for, you know, forgiveness or this and that from me when the time comes, you know, I would reconsider. I would probably, you know, like, you already showed me who you are, you know, when you were actually doing good. So, um, the Tower card in reversal. This is a follow through. I'm doing, you know, Spirit's job, or a job with Spirit, and playing my part, playing my role, and just following through with it, you know, just going along. Not like an okey doke, but that's, people going to show you their true colors. You got to let them do it so Spirit can take care of the rest. Handle the rest anyway. Forgiveness is when people, you know, fuck you over. And then when they need help, or they, you know, karma comes along and bites them multiple times, and they want forgiveness to kind of alleviate some of those pains, you know, what's done is done, you know, that kind of energy. I followed through on my part in digesting the kind of fuckeries that were involved. Now it's their turn, you know. Okay, so my fourth takeaway is the High Priestess in reversal, accentuated. Well-intended, ill-intended, well-intended, ill-intended, internal, external. Okay. Clarified by Ace of Cups, extroverted. No, I'm not going to read that for someone. This is somebody like trying to dip into my stuff so that I could do readings for them. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do a trade-off here. I'm going to do an autocorrect. That was a typo. Okay, I'm going to reshuffle the cards. New bottom is the start. Oh wait, no, the moon card. Okay. Manifestation, top of the deck, no secret to my sauce, the tower card. So I get to change things up, okay? My fourth takeaway is, again, the High Priestess in reverse. Well-intended. Well-intended. I can take this as an internal card and well-intended. So just objective, okay? All right, going to change this up now over here. Okay, new bottom of the deck is Seven of Swords in reverse, no bullshit. The top of the deck, no secret to the sauce. Knight of Wands in reverse, it is kind of like a player type of energy. But this is more so showing up for oneself confidently. This is the other version of fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. That's a different version of this. This is objective, like I'm here for me. I'm here for me. Yeah, that eliminates all realms of bullshit, because there's discretion involved here, because they do not obviously understand. Until I know that they can digest this material, nah. All right, so clarifier to High Priestess in reverse, internal. Six of Cups in reversal, extroverted. This is more of like, the only ones that are really going to be of true quality, I would say, at this level, you know, I guess I have high expectations, but I feel like they're more like legit expectations. I guess there's people who are just very unattached, or I would say more so detached, and like, how do I say it? Numbed. I think there's a lot of energies out there that are really numbed. And so the only ones that would not truly disappoint me are my relationships beyond the veil. So all the more reason for a very isolated life. I have to charge my phone, which isn't like a bad deal. I'm just trying to get this all straightened out here. Let me get this all together. Okay. Oh, it's standing up. Yeah. Okay. All right. So there's that. That's kind of like sad, but it's kind of not. Like, if it saves me a lot of the bullshit and lets me get straight to my success story, I'm down for it. I'm down for it. So let me get a couple more from, I think, this deck here, the Light Seers Tarot. Ugh. Let me put the other cards away from the previous. Yeah. Gosh, what a disappointment. Oh well. I gauge that energy has more to be disappointed about than I do. So, all right. This one's for this. This one's for the last one. Okay, 5 of Pentacles in reverse and 9 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there's a certain realm of objectivity in my specialty. And this goes for the line of work. This is not having relationships in like the work atmosphere, like on a very personal level. There's a certain role that I hold, and I think people are pretty like twisted in their thinking of how they present themselves in their representation, their concept of security within a group setting. So I think that's where that's why it's like this. Yeah, this is the acknowledgement, the realization, at least in current frame, that even though this is better than before, this new location, this is more about personal fulfillment that I don't think anybody can reach the standard of like what I see to be personal fulfillment. Like, there's just different value sets, you know, as far as what people find contentment to be. And so I think there's just a contrast, like agree to disagree type of energy, or agree to mind your own business type of energy. And there's no lacking. This is just understanding that that's how they are. This is how I am. And so this is the way it's going to be. On the 9 to 5 for sure. Well, thank you. I'm mixed. That's as much as I tell anybody, just because people are weirdos with their occult practices. Right? So that's that. Anything else? No, that's it. Okay. Thanks very much for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally and therefore abundantly. But now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength, properties, passions, pursuits from those that call upon cash, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, or any variation thereof, the aforementioned ill will, intent, thought form, pattern, and or entity, to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for reformatting to love and light energy, and to be refortified in me, only me, hassle-free, no doubt, and no attachment, except for all bonus points included. Thanks so much. Upon closing the portals in these readings, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of rollout in light and love. I close the portals in these readings. Now,